Hello there, I'm Michelle B, and I've made a string of romantic readings for you. It's a pick a scenario kind of thing where you choose from 3 cards. You resonate with the images, or if you already know about tarot, you're resonating with the scenario that's in the card, and then we'll go from there, taking a look at what the trajectory is ahead and any guidance that you might need to have for those scenarios. So this is mostly for the feminines, and speaking about their interactions with the masculine are always welcome to tune in and enjoy it, but I just want to let you know who who I'm like sending my thoughts and descriptions to. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Hello there, Capricorn. Let's get a quick shuffle before we pull those 3 cards out for you to identify with, for you to resonate with. Like I said before, you might know some tarot meanings and you'll say, oh, sorry about that. My camera doesn't really know what to focus on at first until I start laying out cards. So anyway, you might already know what they mean and you'll be like, oh, that's totally me right there. 7 of Pentacles, but otherwise you might be like, ooh, well, that really feels right. That scenario feels right. So just go ahead and look at those pictures. 2 of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles for Capricorn. And finally we have 4 of Cups. So any of these scenarios resonate with you? Do they feel right? Give yourself a second to think about it. And now I'm going to go one at a time, 1, 2, 3, starting with the first card, and look into what the trajectory is for the future, what to expect, and guidance for the connection for the situation that you're in. And yeah, you can skip ahead to either of those scenarios if you don't want to watch what's going on with this one. So the 7 of Pentacles energy is all about waiting patiently and not just doing the absolute minimum when it comes to getting your harvest. Like, you've done everything that you already need to do, and now it's just a matter of waiting for the fruit to fill, for the harvest to ripen. So you've done a lot of stuff already to create a relationship, or to nurture a relationship. You already sent out the text, right? You already sent out the invitation, and now you're waiting. So there's some of you Capricorns that I feel like I just got a little snippet for, that made a masculine aware that you're interested. And now you're just waiting to hear back from them. You're like, so I told them that I'm interested. So now I want to know if they're gonna call back. But it's like, don't start fussing around fussing around with the vines, because you might break some. Okay? You might damage the plant if you keep screwing around with it. So like, you've already done everything that you could possibly do. That's what it's trying to say. Let's look at the trajectory of all of this, where you're going forward. It's really fascinating to me to see all these different scenarios play out. All right, here it is. That's the one. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I think communication is a little wonky. I believe that there's probably, like, whoever it was that you were so forward with, they're either not in a position to be able to play the game with you. They're not getting back to you because they're like either in a connection right now, or they're not able to date at this time. Or they took your forwardness and letting them know that you're interested as a bad sign. So screw them if they thought that, because there's nothing wrong with a feminine reaching out and saying, hey, I'm here if you want to date, right? I'm here if you want to hook up. I'm here if you want a connection. If you want to go a little bit deeper, hi, I'm interested. Hello. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is what I'm feeling, is just like, why do they not show up and you're like, ugh, whatever. Okay. Guidance for this situation. Whoopsie. I just bonked my camera. Sorry about that. Sorry, Capricorn. Guidance for this situation. I'm going to get any volunteers. Page of Swords. It's the immature person, whoever it was. Knight of Wands. Yeah. So you're definitely not. Capricorn is not like an in and out kind of flirtatious energy. Typically, they're not like flaky, flirty. So I feel like this is the other person. So it's like, be aware. This person is not very mature. If they had been flirting with you in the past and you let them know that you were interested and they didn't act on it, it's because they didn't realize that you were going to take them seriously. So you can't be hating on them, but also don't waste your energy waiting for them either, because there's plenty other crops that you could be putting your energy into. All right. There's plenty of other directions you could be putting your energy. Lots of dateable people in the world too. Even if you really like that person, like I'm saying, if they're not acting on it, there's not a damn thing you can do. There's nothing you can do to make them act on it. Okay? Spinning your wheels is a waste of time. Let's go over here to the second card. That's the Two of Pentacles. It's the juggling. Having multiple things going on. Too many pots on the burner. Which one is more important to me? So some of you might be trying to decide between two potential suitors. I feel like the overwhelming majority of you is having that issue. And some of you might be juggling a relationship with work. But I feel like the majority of you are juggling a couple of suitors and trying to figure out which one you like the best. All right. Yeah, some people, if I might have some people that are judging that, I'm not judging it. Okay. Because in the end, we don't want to be splitting our energy. We want to make the best possible choice. We're looking at the future trajectory of this, and I feel like you're going to make a good choice, whichever one. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. This is a connection that you want in the long run is not one that's about the material stuff. This is about who you have the most heart-centered connection with. Okay? So, and then for those of you who are juggling work and your connection, it's about you can juggle both, but both efforts have to be inspired by love. So, like, if it's drudgery for you to do either, don't do anything. Right? Put the effort into love when you're inspired to put the effort into love. Put the effort into work when you're inspired to put the effort into work. But your heart is going to give you the right answer no matter what. This Knight of Cups is very clear. If you will not be steered wrong. You're going to be going forward in pleasure and happiness if you go with what gives you the greatest joy. And it doesn't have to make sense on paper, okay? Whatever it is, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, but it has to feel really, really good to you. Let's get some guidance on this. Some quick guidance. What do we have? Whoop! The Fool. See, once again, it's not about making a whole lot of sense. And with it being in reverse, I feel it's like whenever I get reversals, I feel like that's a hang up for the person that I'm reading for. So for Capricorn, there's a hang up with looking like an idiot, looking like you're foolhardy by investing into something that doesn't make a lot of sense to the material world, or to your friends, to your family. But like, it's where your heart is. That's where you got to go in the end. And then yes, 10 of Cups. There is happiness. There's pleasure, satisfaction, and happiness, and deep family type connection. All right, so go with what your heart says. If you're juggling a couple of things and you don't know where to put the most energy, put it where your heart is. Okay, and finally we have this Four of Cups scenario where There's kind of an ungrateful stinker that's looking down at these cups, and they're being like, I don't really like what I've got there. And there's an offer from the universe saying, here you go. So some of you Capricorns are looking at all of your dating prospects, and you're going, I don't like any of these guys. And you're getting really, really annoyed. I really feel like this is you on your dating app, on your online dating app, like scrolling through all of the potentials and being like, nope, 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 right? It's like, nose is too big. I don't like the intro, you know, just like one thing after another, but you're not really giving it a chance. You're not really giving any of these people a chance. Like the slightest little thing that gets on your nerves, you're just like, no, gone. It's done. I'm not going to give it a chance. Let's look at the trajectory of this kind of vibration. Where's that going to take you? There you are. King of Pentacles. This is going to take you to a place where you're like, I need to get a grip on what it is that I really want. If you know what it is that you really want, if you have a firm list, these are the things, these are my like non-negotiables, then it will be a lot easier for you to attract it. You will attract what you want when you know what you want. But I feel like right now what's happening is that you're just like, you know, bring me what you got, and I'll see if I like any of the potentials. You know, I'll see if there's anything that I like out of what you got, rather than being very specific about what you want and calling it in. Okay? So that's what you really need to do. Make your non-negotiable list and write it down. Like you're creating a magic spell to bring this person in. These are the things that are non-negotiable for me. However, you do need to be a little bit flexible about things that are negotiable for you, right? what their nose looks like, how tall they are, the superficial crap, you know, whether or not they have children, stuff like that. You know, you got to look at the big picture view for yourself. But like, there's like little shallow things that like really aren't that big of a deal once you get to know them on a deeper level. But make your little list and you'll be really surprised, like, and be like, this exists in somewhere because I have been inspired to imagine it. That means it exists. That means it's there for you. Someone in the world fits those traits. All right. So yeah, that's you. This is where it's going to take you. This scenario is going to take you. Any more guidance for Capricorn before we finish out? I feel like you're wasting your time. This guidance here is saying you are wasting your time by just scrolling mindlessly through the online dating stuff, or going to dates with people, you know, going on dates with toads right now. I feel like you need to give yourself a little bit of time still to build what it is that you specifically want before you go back at it, before you go out dating. So give yourself just like a month to really come into alignment with what it is that you want before you get back on and start getting out into the field again to like get to meet people. There's a good chance, I'm hearing that there's a good chance that somebody's going to come in before you end up going out to date again. That somebody's on their way really soon, but they're just waiting for you to come in alignment with them by creating your list. There it is. All right, so that's the third scenario. I'm going to leave that where it is. If you are interested in your February reading, Capricorn, make sure and subscribe. Go over to my channel. Look at the playlist, February 2021 readings, and underneath it you will find Capricorn. There you go. Love you, Capricorn. Mwah. I will see you later. Bye.